The love messages are, I don't like your boundaries, so I'm staying away. Ever since these boundaries came up, you stopped having expectations with this person that you looked as a soulmate. You weren't trying to worry about this relationship that you had with them anymore. Because while you were having these expectations, you were worried a lot in this relationship at the same time. Because you wasn't for sure if this relationship was going to work out or not the way you wanted it. Since you've been separated with them, you've been living in the moment. Some of you are starting to get back in the dating scene, and others of you are continuing to nurture you, doing things that's making you happy. There's something about this person that's having an issue with you putting these boundaries up with them. Whatever boundaries that you have makes them bothered by it. And it makes them want to stay away from you because of it. They ain't feeling your boundaries because they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. And they couldn't get that with you anymore. Because this was a situationship. This was a relationship that wasn't really getting off the ground. It was starting to build into a foundation, not an actual exclusive relationship yet. So y'all was vibing with one another for a while. And this person got used to having that kind of connection with you. And they wanted it to stay that way. They didn't want it to change. But you wanted to make these changes in this relationship because you felt like it was too toxic for you. They were getting away with too much with you that you didn't like. They crossed your boundaries a lot. And that made you put up even more of them. Because they didn't respect your limits like that. It's like they're always crossing your boundaries. Yeah, they prefer the relationship to have no kind of rules. Whatever goes, goes. That's how they wanted the relationship to be. And you could have been cool with that for a bit. Homie, lover, friends, a situationship. But you wanted something more. This person had a problem juggling you with another person or other people. Even though they were doing that, they considered you as a soulmate, though. They didn't think that you were going to come up with these boundaries that you got now to prevent them to have a relationship with you. Because they think that these boundaries are too much for them, unnecessary to have. They think that you shouldn't be giving them any kind of boundaries. And you shouldn't be telling them what their limits are with you. This person is very impulsive, reckless. They do things without thinking clearly until afterwards. You have these boundaries up now with them because you don't trust them. Every time you let this person get away with something, they took more advantage of you. The more they weren't respecting your rules, your limits. You didn't like how they were trying to get away with shit. Whenever they disrespected your boundaries, it made you feel like they didn't care about this relationship. It made you feel like they didn't care about you. Didn't care how much it was affecting you. Even though this person wants to come back and work things out with you, they're mad because of these boundaries. Because they won't be able to get away with these lies anymore that they be giving you. It'll be harder for them to juggle you because it's always going to be an issue with you. It's going to make them settle down more and be more exclusive with you. You know, it's like this person doesn't want to have a healthy relationship. They like the toxicity. They like the unbalance of this relationship. They enjoy being in other connections. These boundaries you got makes this person feels like they have to be more serious about this relationship. And they feel like that was too much pressure for them. There's deep feelings for you, but it's like this person isn't ready to be in the type of relationship you're looking for. They enjoy the connection y'all got, how the way y'all vibe, and they really want you, but they're not ready because this person is still being secretive. If you calm down on these boundaries and you take this person back, you're still not going to be comfortable in this relationship because that trust is a big ass problem in this relationship. It's like this person always got to cross your boundaries in some way. You most likely told this person what you don't like, and they do it, especially when they're mad at you. They do it to get you mad, to hurt you, to trigger you. They don't like to listen because they like to do their own thing. This person doesn't believe in boundaries, limits. I mean, not with them. But if they want to have some with you, they expect you to follow them. So you know this person is always going to make things unfair to you if you get back in a relationship with them. Because they're so fucking toxic. They wanted to hurt you by leaving this relationship when you set these boundaries up with them. They didn't want to consider working things out with you because they were so mad, and they're still mad. These boundaries you set up made them feel like they lost control of you and this relationship. It will be harder for them to manipulate you. They couldn't make you delusional on a lot of things anymore. And that's what they can't stand. And they feel like staying away from you is going to hurt you. And it probably does. Still do. But you're not going to back down, though. You're keeping these boundaries how the way it is. It doesn't matter how much this person is trying to hurt you from it. These boundaries keeps you safe, protected. So you take them very seriously. And they bothered. They mad. They think that the longer they stay away from you, it's going to hurt you, and then you're going to beg for them back. The longer they stay away, you're going to put them boundaries down sooner or later. But I feel like you're not. But they feel like they got that much effect on you that you will. And while they playing these manipulative games with you, they haven't been happy like that. They ain't happy playing this game with you, but they feel like they got to, though. because that's the only way they're going to get their way with you. Put your guard down. Be delusional. Let them run over you. That's how they want you to be. They don't want you sticking up for yourself. The more you're moving on from this person, the more you're convinced that you made the right decision on making these boundaries. Because you keeping your heart safe and protected, being that way. You don't trust this person with your heart anymore like that. And it's crazy too, because you respect this person's boundaries though, right? You respect this person's boundaries. You got love for them like that. Having these boundaries was like crossing the boundary with this person. Now they trying to do things to hurt you because of this. It's like you disobeyed them when you did that. And they're punishing you for it. Well, they're trying to. I feel like those kind of tactics may have worked in the past for a little bit, but you're getting over that shit. Because you know what type of game they trying to play with you now. You know that they ain't gonna never respect you the way you want them to, the way you expected them to. You feeling like this person never respected your boundaries, so why you gotta keep on respecting theirs? When they don't even deserve that shit. So if this person want to stay away from you when they really don't want to, you letting them. You ain't stopping this person from moving on from you. But the problem is that they can't. That's the reason why they're still trying to trigger you, get you mad. And what they really mad at is that they can't follow these rules that you got, these healthy boundaries, because they need to work on themselves. They got some healing to do. They're too damn toxic for you. That's why they bothered. They want you to be toxic like them, but you ain't. You feel like if this person want to be toxic and stay toxic, you gonna let them. And you ain't letting down on these boundaries like they think you are. No. It don't matter how long they're away from you, how long you don't speak to them, see them. It's not making you second guess on what you need to do to protect yourself from this person. You know that the choice that you made and how the way you moving was the right way. I see y'all next reading. Love and peace.